While watching Spain versus France in the semifinal of the 2026 FIFA World Cup, I came to the realization of something. I came to the realization that Rodri is the answer to all Real Madrid midfield problems. He is the answer. Yes, it sounds obvious to some people. Sound crazy to some, but obvious to others. But I'm gonna tell you why I think Real Madrid may need to make that call to go bring Rodri to back to Madrid. And no, not Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. But before then, I would like for you to hit that subscribe button and like this video. Thank you very much. Let's get into the video. When it comes to the 2026 World Cup, the one of the players I know is the most is Rodri from Spain. And boy, Rodri has been phenomenal for Spain. And he will be phenomenal for Real Madrid. He will solve the midfield problems that are at Real Madrid. He's a profile that we need. A profile which he is a controller in the midfield. He could control a midfield. He could operate. He could be a deep line playmaker per se. A Tony Cruz was a Luka Modric type player, which we desperately need at Real Madrid. Real Madrid need that type of player. Yes, we got talent in midfield. We got Jude Bellingham, who Jude is phenomenal. Fede Valverde, phenomenal. Chouameni, phenomenal. Camavinga, versatile. Art Goulet, top notch. Thiago Patarch, up and comer. Bernardo Silva, we just got from Man City. Another controller. So we got a solid midfield, but we missing that one midfielder that could take us over the hump, that could solve a lot of the problems for Real Madrid. And that is Rodri. Rodri is that player. You look at his World Cup he playing a phenomenal World Cup. In 7 games he had completed over 655 passes out of 705 passes. He's completing 92% of his passes. And out of all the passes, the one thing I do notice about those passes is in the final third, he completed 173 out of 187 passes. So he averages 24 passes into the final third per game in that World Cup, which is impressive. Plus, he got 22 tackles in that World Cup. Plus, he had created 9 chances in this World Cup. Plus, he defensively is phenomenal. He had won 41 duels. He had contributed 37 defensive contributes. Rodri is playing phenomenal in this World Cup with 22 tackles. He is the midfielder that Real Madrid desperately need to go sign. He is that midfielder. And yes, he may be their pros and cons to signing Rodri at Real Madrid. For example, a con is he's 30 years old. He injury, his body maybe slow it down. Come off ACL injuries. He may have to get a back surgery after the World Cup. Plus the Vinicius Jr. situation between him and the Ballon d'Or person, how people say. Then the contract, how much we want to pay him. How can we get him? What Man City want to get him? To be honest with you, the pros outweigh the cons to me. The biggest pro is he's fit our team. He's what this team need. If we want a midfielder, if we want to create a midfielder, it will be Rodri for Real Madrid. Rodri to Real Madrid makes too much sense. And plus, I'm gonna tell you why it makes a lot of sense. Number one, he fit the profile that we desperately needed since Tony Cruz left. Tony Cruz left the 2023-2024 season. We needed. Since Tony Cruz left, Real Madrid had went downhill. Our inability to control midfield had led to our downfall, not winning big trophies. Real Madrid was a big trophy club where we had great midfielders, a controller midfielder. And we don't have that. Jude is not that midfield type player. Fede Valverde is not that midfield type player. Arda Güler is a 10. It's an offensive midfielder. Camavinga has struggled for us. So Chouameni is more of a defensive midfielder, a lunch pail type midfielder. Thiago Patarch is a young up-and-coming midfielder. Bernardo Silva is a controller. Bernardo Silva may play more right wing than be in our midfield. But we need a midfielder like that. We need somebody like Rodri. If for Real Madrid, they need to go get him. Plus, I think if you go get him, you could unlock Jude. I think you could unlock Jude and play Jude Bellingham as a 10 instead of playing him at 8. I think Jude is the best version of Jude we need is for him to be a 10. Real Madrid need Jude Bellingham to be a 10. Since Vinny and Mbappe don't want to be a striker. We need him to play as our 10/false 9 in Real Madrid. We need that position for Jude. And I think signing Rodri would unlock Jude Bellingham back to the 2023 season of Jude Bellingham per se. Sorry about that. I was just saying. Sorry about 2023-2024 season. Um, that would be easy. You could unlock Jude because in that season, Jude came up big for me. He put up 23 goals for us in that season. And ever since then, in the last 2 seasons, he put up 23 goals, but it seemed like to me Jude is a hard to fit what his role is. I mean, I think he kind of regresses some aspect, man. Kind of sacrificed Jude to play deeper when he should be playing upwards, man. And signing Rodri will fix a lot of things, man. I think it will fix a lot of things for us. For example, if people will question why, what about Chouameni? To be honest with you, I think they could play together. I think Rodri could play as an 8 from time to time. I think you could do a double pivot with him and Chouameni, where Rodri is more the offensive midfielder in the back line, deep line playmaker. And Chouameni do all the dirty work. Chouameni could play his role. Cause I think Chouameni's role should be a defensive stopper, a defender. And with Jose Mourinho, I think they could play together in Jose Mourinho's system. Jose Mourinho is a defensive style coach, and I think he wants Chouameni to be a defender. He kind of don't want Chouameni to have to be a creator on the ball. He just had to defend, win back the ball, pass the ball, win the ball back. The defensive tributes for Chouameni, tackles, all that for Chouameni. And I think him and Roger could play together. I also think him and Fede Valverde could. You could put him and Fede together or a pivot. Or if you want to play Rodri as an 8, you could play Chouameni as a 6. If you want to run the diamond formation, which I think they should do the diamond formation, which you play Vinny Mbappe up top, you play Jude as a 10, you can play Rodri as an 8, and you can play Fede as an 8 on the other side, and Chouameni as a 6. That's a good lineup right there. But that'll be a definitely lineup. But the question is, would Man City sell Rodri? And to be honest with you, I think so. I think Rodri want to come here. I think Rodri want to play in Spain. I think he want to finish his career in Spain, playing for a Spanish team. And I think you look at the situation, Barcelona, it's not an option. Atletico Madrid, he used to play for Atletico Madrid, but I think he want to play for the biggest club in the world in Spain, and that's Real Madrid. And I think he want to finish his career as a Madrid player, and I can't blame him because Real Madrid, we are a big time club, and we like big time players. And Rodri is a big time player. And I think he could add so much to his team. And I think we could get him. We may have to pay 50 to $70 million to go get Rodri, which it would be worth it. Yes, he may be 30 years old. Yes, he may be have some injuries. But guess what? We don't need Rodri to play every game. We need Rodri to play games where we need an X factor. I think he could be that X factor for us in certain games. And plus, in this midfield market, $70 million is good. When you with players like Elliot Anderson are going for $100 million, Enzo Fernandez went for $100 million, 100 million euros per se. Rodri going for 50 million euros, it's fine. Plus, if let's say 50 million euros is not enough for Man City, we could go put Camavinga in there. Since Camavinga and Man City had talks, there'd been talks of him going to Man City, which it would make sense. We could do a swap deal, Rodri for Camavinga, and we could put some money in there and make the pot sweeter. Which I think it would be a good fit. Real Madrid should be trying to improve the midfield. It's been 2 years since Toni Kroos left, Luka Modric left. We signed Bernardo Silva, which is a good move for Real Madrid. Not Barcelona. Barcelona, they ain't signed Bernardo Silva, but we did. Hala Madrid, but we need another midfielder to add to us. And watch this World Cup and seeing Spain play and seeing Rodri be the best player for Spain, be Spain best player. I think we need a player like that for Real Madrid. I think he could play at that level for us, man. And we need a midfielder like that. I think it would fix a lot of things that went wrong for Real Madrid in the last 2 seasons. We need that midfield profile that is Rodri. And it makes sense. I think he want to come so we could come to Madrid so we don't have to worry about paying him a big time contract. We could pay him maybe 14 million euros, 13 million euros. That type of money. He's not going to ask for 20 million euros. He could probably ask for 14, 13 million euros. We could give him on a discount deal. And he probably would be playing for us. Maybe a 3-year contract. And worst case scenario, if it doesn't work out, hey, we took the risk. It did work out. It's on to the next one, I guess. But we gotta take a risk for Madrid. Madrid gotta take a risk. We need to improve the midfield. And I think that would solve a lot of things. That would unlock Jude. That would make Jude into our 10. Wait, I think he need to play the 10 for Real Madrid. I think it would make things easy. Maybe it could make things easier for Vinicius and Mbappe, where they don't have to worry about the midfield. The midfield could be strong. We need a stable midfield. Look at teams like PSG, Bayern Munich, Barcelona per se. They got stable midfields. Real Madrid have not had a stable midfield since Toni Kroos left, and we need to get back to it. We got to stabilize the midfield. And I think the answer to that question, the answer to stabilize the midfield is Rodri. And I think we need to go get him, or try to go get him, because if we go another year trophyless, it's not gonna be good for Real Madrid. Not gonna be good for the players on the team, not the coaches, not Jose Mourinho, not Florentino Perez. We need to win trophies this year. I repeat, we are a trophy winning club. We're not a trophy list club. We're not Spurs. We're not Man United. We're not the other clubs, man. We are a trophy winning club. We're not a trophy list club. We don't spend money. How many make 9 figures a year to go trophies 5 years in a row like Atletico Madrid? You're a trophy winning club, I repeat. And for us to get back to winning trophy, we need to stabilize the midfield. And signing Rodri will stabilize the midfield. I guarantee you that. So Operation Sign Rodri to Real Madrid should be in full effect. I repeat, Operation Rodri to Real Madrid should be in full effect. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you for watching this video. Hopefully you like this video. You leave a like. You hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment down below your thoughts on Rodri to Real Madrid. Do you agree or disagree with my take on Rodri being the answer to the Real Madrid midfield issue? Leave a comment down below. I'm Around the World TV. Thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to your channel. Much love. Holla Madrid. Around the world we go. Peace. Bye.